Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I wanted to share with you guys one of my all-time favorite desserts, and this one is super easy to put together too. We'll be making a blueberry lemon galette served a la mode with some vanilla ice cream. A galette is a super easy freestyle French pie that can be found with a variety of different fillings, and this blueberry lemon version is simply divine. We'll get started with an all butter pie crust. Make that filling with lots of blueberries, tons of lemon zest, shape the galette, bake it in the oven until that filling is bubbling and that crust is golden brown. Serve it with some vanilla ice cream on the side. This dessert is great year-round, but especially great for summertime when you're looking for a really simple dessert with a little bit of ice cream on the side too. For the full list of ingredients and the printable instructions, don't forget to head on down into that video description box and over to my website. Meanwhile, let's get started. Starting with the pie crust, we'll need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to be using a food processor for today's recipe. Add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we'll need 3/4 cups of unsalted butter. I've cubed the butter into small pieces and I placed it into the freezer for about 15 minutes. You want the butter to be ice cold. Drop that into the flour. Pulse the flour and the butter together until you get fine crumbles. Add in 1/4 cup of water, 1 tablespoon at a time, and then pulse after each addition until a dough ball starts to form. Transfer the pie crust dough onto a sheet of plastic wrap. Shape it gently into a ball and then cover it and make sure it's well sealed. You can even use 2 layers of plastic wrap to make sure it's completely covered. The pie crust needs to chill in the fridge for at least an hour. Meanwhile, I'm going to preheat my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to get started on that incredible blueberry lemon filling. We'll start with about 4½ cups of blueberries, and I do recommend using fresh berries for this recipe. We'll need the zest of 2 large lemons. It's gonna add tons of incredible lemon flavor. Lemon zest is really one of my favorite ways to add lemon flavor to any dessert. And we'll need a couple tablespoons of lemon juice. Add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Both the cornstarch and the flour are going to help thicken the berry juice as the blueberries bake. And then use a spatula and toss this all together. You want to make sure the berries are really well covered in the sugar and the flour. Once your dough is chilled and you have the filling ready to go, it's time to shape our galette. And this is super easy to do. I like to roll my pie crust dough out on a silicone mat, and then it's super easy to transfer onto a baking sheet. You can also do the same thing with some parchment paper. Roll the pie crust out into a large circle. Make sure you don't roll it out too thin. Carefully drop all the incredible blueberry lemon filling into the center. And then starting at any point, you want to gently lift the pie crust up and over the filling. Whisk 1 egg in a small measuring cup until it's well beaten. And then grab a pastry brush, and we're going to apply this egg wash to the outside here, all over the pie crust. It's going to give it that really nice golden finish on the outside. I like to sprinkle some sugar around the edges too. Carefully transfer the galette onto a baking sheet. My blueberry galette is ready for the oven. It's going to bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 to 40 minutes until that pie crust is a rich golden brown color. Once it's done baking, I'm going to take it out of the oven and onto a wire rack to cool for at least 20 to 30 minutes. That filling is going to be really hot when it comes out of the oven, and then we'll dig in to enjoy. Once the galette has cooled sufficiently, grab a sharp knife, cut through that incredible buttery crust. Check out this incredible dessert. Let's grab some vanilla ice cream to add on top. I need to get started on my slice of galette before all this ice cream melts. I love to enjoy the galette while it's still warm. So you add a little scoop of the ice cream on the side. You can also enjoy this with some whipped cream. I'm going to grab some of that blueberry filling. I love this buttery pie crust. It's so flaky. It looks incredible. This is my kind of dessert right here. This is so incredibly delicious. I love that crispy, flaky, buttery crust with that lemony blueberry filling on the inside. It tastes so incredible, combined with a little bit of that vanilla ice cream on the side. This is food heaven right here for me. I could eat this every day. This is just way too good. I think I'm gonna have to treat myself to a second slice after dinner tonight. I hope you guys enjoy this incredible dessert at home. It's so easy and so quick to put together, especially if you're using some store-bought pie crust. You can have it in the oven in no time. Thank you guys so much for watching my latest episode, and I'll see you next time with a new video.